The Coffee and the Company Podcast.
Welcome, Jack.
Hi, thanks for
How are
having
you,
me.
man? How do you feel that you brought your virginity to me?
Yeah, I'm a bit nervous because
What's it nervous about? This all just talking and blow water, man.
I mean, I listen a lot of podcasts. The first time that I actually been recorded podcast. So yeah, it's my first time, man. Yeah,
What do you like to listen?
I tends to like to listen to business related and also something related to psychology
Uh-huh.
during my
Who's your favorite podcaster then?
Uh,
Do you listen to English mediums?
English, yes, but most of the time is Chinese based.
Mhm.
So Chinese
Who's your
psychology.
favorite then? Any names given?
Reason I'm addicted to like crime scene. Yeah, they report from various different country crime scene. So it's quite interesting how they investigate and they actually bought policemen that in
Mhm.
charge of that case
Mm-hmm.
and then actually repeat the story. Quite interesting.
Okay. What makes you interesting in crime scene? It absolutely nothing to do with your business.
Yeah, I mean the way that they logically analyze the
Uh-huh.
entire when there is murder case happens, what the first thing that they do,
Mm-hmm.
how does the police investigate.
Mm-hmm.
So everything makes it very interesting, and then it goes to the court case, like how this
How long is their podcast? The one that
You-
you're listening?
usually 30 minutes, 45 minutes,
Okay.
and sometimes they cut into 2 different episodes, sometimes 3 episodes.
Okay. How do you listen to the podcast?
How do I listen?
Drive to work.
To work, maybe during my work
Mm-hmm.
as well.
Okay.
Yeah, but sometimes I need to be focused. When
Uh-huh.
listen to this, sometimes I can lose a little bit, and then I come back still following their
I
scene.
can't, man. I only during during the commute. I can't listen to podcasts while during the work. I wish to listen to during the work with my colleagues and my students and everything, but most of the time, right? I don't think they enjoy. That's the issue.
Because you need to focus, right, on what they say.
Yeah, probably I need to focus. Especially when I drive, there's someone else. I just can't focus on the conversation. Cannot.
Correct.
I always put my mind whether the next person sitting to next to me in the car, whether he or she enjoys or not. I feel weird.
Yeah.
When I only listen when I'm alone. Yeah.
Correct.
Especially during the drive. Usually during the drive or usually during the if I ever wear earbuds to gym.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's all. I always consume during the drive most of the time, I would say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
During my long drive to JB, usually I will listen to podcasts.
Have you listened to Joe Rogan Experience?
No, after you tell me.
Mm.
Yes, it's quite
Freaking long,
episode.
man.
Yeah.
Freaking long. So people have this mindset, right? Thinking that, wait, why your podcast so long, man?
Mhm.
1 hour. Why is it 1 hour, 10 minutes so long? Well, I think they have issue consuming in the wrong way.
Mhm.
Usually people would listen to podcasts during the drive, during the commute to work, like taking train, in the bus, morning walk, jog, exercise, stuff like that, but not really like consuming that way, such as TikTok, IG Reels that you keep on scrolling like 10 seconds. So that's why I have this podcast, right? Because Instagram, the attention span in Instagram, super low, man. My video only like 40 seconds, right? Most of the people would watch 15 seconds, then drop. 10-second drop. So that's why I have this podcast, right? So whenever I have stories to tell, which is related to my audience, to my coffee students about coffee, whatever, they can proceed to Spotify or YouTube. I always have like student asking me, my apprentices, hey, how come you never tell me about this? I just found out from who. dude, my stories are so long, man.
Mm.
So that's why I have this podcast, right? For people to understand the brand even more.
Mm.
For me and you, someone like me and you, to even have a stronger bonding after the long conversation, deep conversation.
Yeah.
Because we have such a long time. By the way, we never have a very long talk. We always meet up
Yeah.
during a gathering.
Yes, correct.
5 minutes. Okay,
Yeah.
okay. Next person, we talk to next person, or we meet in the Zoom. By the way,
Yeah.
to give some context to the listeners, we know each other from BNI, and BNI is a networking group for business owners.
Mhm.
Yeah, so that's why I met you through that. And of course, you're a veteran of BNI as well. You joined way before me,
Right.
and then rejoined back,
Yes, correct.
right? So that's why we kind of click
Mm. Right.
during the conversation, but unfortunately, we do not have much of opportunity to have a very long talk.
Deeper conversation. Yeah.
Yeah, deeper conversation, really nice. Put down your phone,
Mm.
eyes to eyes,
Correct.
have a long, deep conversation, know each other. Hopefully, in future, we have opportunity to collaborate. Who knows, right?
Yes, correct. Yeah.
So that's why I designed this platform, not really platform, but I created this podcast so I can have a reason to invite my friends, my relatives, whoever I think I'm interested to know more, so we can put down our phone and have no disturbance,
Mm.
just talking whatever matters to us.
Yes, correct. I think it's a new experience.
I love it. After the 3 episodes, I mean the 3 recordings, right? With two persons. One is my apprentice. His name is Reese. Another person is Joshua. He's a very close friend to me. And also we have long time never have a very serious conversation.
But I wanted to know like why you invited me.
Because I need to fulfill the seat.
Right. Okay.
No, man. No, absolutely not. Just joking, by the way.
Yeah.
But I found your industries. By the way, you are the business owner of Walden, and I found that a lighting consultant, a lighting consultancy. Can I put it this way?
Yeah. Yeah.
Lighting consultancy is very niche.
Mm-hmm.
I can tell you this: you're the only person that I ever know of does this.
Mm. Yeah.
I never heard entire life. I never heard someone who does in this industry. I never heard of anyone tell me who's consultant of lighting, design lighting.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why it really fascinated me when the first time we met up. And man, you have taste, man. When I walk into your showroom, man, you have taste, man. From far, if I don't know you, right? From far, this must be another hipster cafe. Your
Right.
showroom looks so designed, looks so designer kind of vibe, looks so minimalistic. It's all white color,
Mhm.
just a W in front. So that's why I think that part really clicks me. First of all, your industry is really niche.
Mm.
Really, I'm trying to dig your mind. How did you start this? Like, what makes you jump into this? That's why we have this conversation, that to know you more,
Right.
and also hopefully that in future, also right now after this I posted up, right, someone will look for you. Who knows, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's see.
So you want to tell us why are you in this line?
It has to be started after my graduation, I think.
Uh-huh.
I first
Which graduate your
university.
uni?
Yeah,
Okay.
I actually graduated
What did you study?
Business major in marketing.
I see.
Right.
Which uni? If
Help
I
University.
Okay, I see.
Yeah. So when I first graduate, right, I was thinking to join a company like those research company, because I like to I like to study, I like to look at analysis, I like to study different industry. Um that's my thing. Like
Mhm.
I like to study other people business model. I
Mm.
like to listen more about their stories. That's
Mm.
also why I like to listen to
Podcasts.
podcasts and
Yeah.
also YouTube and all that.
Yeah.
That's business related.
Mm.
So when I first graduated, I thought I want to join that that kind of company. But then because of family issue, I had to help my father that time to actually help him in his company, which that time he's doing lighting.
Mm-hmm.
So I have no passion in lighting that time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. For me, lighting is just another products sell and buy. So boring. And lighting is just light bulbs that time. So
So your father operating a lighting,
correct. Yeah.
what do you call that? Light shop?
No, they that time was mainly on project basis.
Okay.
That time was back in 2012 or maybe 2010. It was that time LED didn't exist yet. So
Okay.
we are still using those old fluorescent tube kind
Okay.
of things. So
Understand.
that time was just started. So what we do is we help those companies to save energy by promoting them using LED.
Okay.
So the time LED was very expensive,
Okay.
but they can save a lot of energy.
Energy.
Yeah. So we were doing some kind of program like return on investment. Like you invest in this lighting, but within 2 years, the amount of energy you save from the Naga National able to ROI back.
Okay.
So we promote to those masses office,
Corporate offices.
like also Produa, all kind of big corporate office to help them to do this program.
I see.
So that was during my father time. Then when I joined in, I'm kind of more focused on shopping mall
Okay.
that time. So I am kind of in a struggle that time because for me, this is not something I like. This lighting is for me, it's just product buy and sell. It's only transaction.
Okay.
So I'm struggle that time.
Struggle in terms of what? In terms of sales or in terms of
Struggle as in
want to continue this, but
yes,
don't know how
it's
to
not my
discontinue?
passion. When you first graduate, right? You have so much passion. I'm just graduated. I'm gonna rule the world, something like that.
Okay.
And I want to try something that I like, but it's not because I have to stay there and work. Then how do I find this company? Then I then realized, right, I cannot be continuing like this.
Okay.
So I'm kind of like in a struggle at the time. I'm kind of like critically thinking, I would say.
Okay.
Yeah, to find a way to see how can I add value in the way that I mean, in this industry.
Okay.
Then I do a lot of research on how people are doing differently in not lighting industry, but like other business or other industry. Then I found out that I come across a lot of courses in a way, in a long way. I'm not sure you know this, our former BNI member, Gary.
No, I don't know him.
I know him from a seminar, like a lot of different seminar. Then I soon realized there's one thing. People don't actually buy what you logically think there is. People buy because they emotionally need it.
Okay.
Then I suddenly find out that, hey, people actually buy lights, right? Not because they need the space to be bright. Maybe they want to have some, ambiences.
Okay.
This idea come across my mind. Then, I go across few countries like China. Then I look at their lighting industry are so advanced and they actually have a showroom concept.
Okay.
That actually blew my mind. Then I said, I definitely want to do something like this.
Okay.
So from that time, then I started to, look into, hey, why don't we do like a KL first lighting conceptual showroom?
All right.
Take away the product, the light bulb. We focus on when you inside this space, what are the feelings or emotion or ambience you feel like experiencing?
Okay.
So that was during 2017. I first started Walden.
You found your Walden brand. I mean your company.
Yes.
2017.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then how did you transition in between working for your family and then get your way out? I don't think it's easy, right? For most of people, for typical family, I don't think it's easy to move out that way.
Correct. I've been, even way early than 2017, I've been trying to, I want to get another new concept. I don't want to be in my family shop,
Okay.
where it's a very traditional,
You were doing sales back then, right?
Yes,
For
yes,
your
yes,
for your
yes.
family.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So that time was just very, like straightforward.
Yeah.
And then people, I don't really like to like comparing prices. Like people,
So many competitors.
it's normal in the market
Mm.
when they, when you put them a price and then they get comparison. It's very normal, I would say. Then you just have to say, our quality is better or something like that. So I was struggling to find a way to add value more to our clients so that we do not compete on pricing anymore. It's compete on the value.
Yeah.
So back then my father keep on rejecting me. Of course, there are a few times that I actually moved to some new venture as well.
Yeah.
I've been into interior design industry.
Mm.
There also where I get the some wow experience
Okay.
over there.
How long you been the interior design?
I would say about a year and a half.
Okay.
I was doing my family business like 7 days a week, right? Maybe half of the week I'll be in the shop, half of the week I'll be, in the designer firm, something like that. So I'm sort of like an investor that
Okay.
to that interior design company.
Mm.
Yeah, that
Then what makes you from the interior, then you jump into whatever you're doing right now, lighting consultant.
I when I go into interior design industry, I realize there are a lot of things that is very uncertain. And in interior design firm, right, is
I think it's much more insane, right? The
yes,
competition.
yes. First of all, the competition is very high.
There's so many freelancers.
Exactly. And then I realized, interior design company is I would say labor heavy industry because all you provide is like ideas. This is like an account or lawyer firm. So all the product or services that you sell, right, is basically idea, interior design.
Okay.
And all the finest products is through third party. So it's kind of like a middleman. So if you
see.
don't manage well your project, most of the time
You get screwed. Get screwed by your
not
contractor.
only not
Get
only
screwed by your client.
it gets screwed by a client. Not only that, you most of the time you are not profitable. So that time was I would say a learning experience because that company finally was going bankruptcy. But
Okay.
when I'm there, still there lah. I mean, I leave early.
Yeah.
Yeah, that time was I would say over expanding, and then they cannot cover the operating costs.
No, because of the price cutting or because
Due
of
to of the I would say mismanaged lah.
okay.
Mismanaged. It's like they collecting. I'm not sure whether can I say that, but
Yeah.
they're collecting.
Sure, man. Go ahead. Say any shit, man. Say any shit you want over here, man.
I mean, they're collecting client, like project fund. Then they kind of like cover the, let's say they're collecting client B, trying to fund back to client A, something like that.
Because they make a loss from the previous project.
Because you see, like I can make an example, like a coffee, right?
Yeah.
It's very easy to calculate. I sell 1 cup of coffee, I can earn like 10 ringgit, for example.
Yes.
But projects like over the year, it can be over the year or it can be over 6 months. On account, right, it kind of like look like, oh wow, from this project I earn like 100K. But you use 1 year
To
do
collect
this.
100K.
To collect that to collect 100K.
And also a lot of bad debts, right?
Exactly. So actually end up, right, it's not profitable because every month you have
Expenses.
Yes, expenses. So end up you are not profitable, and then this cycle keep on repeating because you not realize that you get the second client, you get the third client, then the project kind of pour on, and then it become non profitable at all. Yeah, then I see that already, but the management team seems like didn't notice that, notice it, so they keep on spending like a boss up because honestly speaking, interior design company, renovation company, right? Sometimes can be very overwhelming because let's say a project 500,000, client bank in 200K. Suddenly you felt that wow,
Quite rich.
Oh.
You want to spend some money.
Yes.
Entertainment.
Exactly. So you do not know this kind of fund, right, will actually end up to the supplier first because they are or contractors because they are the person that help you to run
the project. Yeah.
So yeah. And end up is not the management, I would say the style that I'm looking at.
Okay.
Yeah. So that also creates some story about, why my people actually ask me, hey Jack, why your company called Walden
Yeah.
W,
Yeah.
right?
I think you told me this story before.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think you repeatedly told indirectly or directly told us before.
yeah, it's very interesting.
Yeah.
I will not say interesting story.
But
It's kind of like
it's a fucking good name. So I mean very prestigious, the branding itself.
yeah. The reason because of actually initially I just wanted to be like W lighting, but it's not allowed during SSM. But the reason why is because the previous interior design company start with the M.
Mm.
So I really don't like their management style. I don't like the way that they, not to say cheat client, but to kind of like not deliver the service quality they should have to the client. So I kind of like the balik the M to like W. I hope to be
So you turn from the bad become good.
yeah.
Opposite
I
side.
hope to do the best if it's possible.
Okay.
Yeah. So then 217 I found Warden as a W. Lor.
Okay.
Yeah.
But when you found this your company Walden, right? Were there any competitors in the market?
I remember.
Not that you're
Okay,
aware
okay.
of.
First of all, no.
Mm.
That time was 2017, and was this idea is very fresh.
Okay. Will you import the ideas from other countries or?
Yes, I did actually from inspired from a China,
Okay.
but also lighting industry,
Mm-hmm.
but they did it in a whole new level.
Okay.
They focus more on the experience. So I never forget. Then I learned from that tour, that trip itself. I learned, end of the day, right? I visit their showroom. I forget everything the salesperson told me,
Mm.
but I never forget the experience. I went to a space where they show me all this. It's so wow factor. I didn't know, like it
Is
can
it
be.
like gigantic, very gigantic showroom and
It is you from far.
which I mean which part of China?
It's actually in Guangzhou.
Right.
Yeah.
Where the electronic products all are there.
Yes, it's all are there, and then I mean it's first time I've been there. I also like kind of like mind blow because they have a whole, I would say maybe 2 times bigger than Pavilion KL.
The
And
showroom?
I mean, no, the shopping mall and
Okay, all right.
the entire shop there are selling lights. So they are
Different companies,
they are
different
different
shops.
branding, but they are all selling lights.
Okay.
So it's like I'm actually mind blown. Wow, there's such a market
Yeah.
in China. So then I went to this showroom in this shopping mall. From outside it just looked like a normal shop lot. Then when I go inside, it's like a whole new different
Another world.
world. And
Yeah.
it's so big.
Yeah.
An experience I never forget.
Okay.
I was like, oh wow, I would like to bring this
Idea, concept,
idea to Malaysia. Yeah.
which is good, man. Malaysia needs someone like you.
I mean that time when I bring this to Malaysia, I mean
Yeah.
when I founded the showroom, right? People don't know where to start.
Yeah.
Like they walk in, right? They didn't know this is something like this. Even now, people don't know what to expect. They didn't know, wow, there is a showroom inside.
Then I want to ask you, right? I remember you told me, stated in your website as well, that you have few key clients. Of course, obviously, coffee related will be Kenny Hill Bakers, also one of your clients. I want to ask you before you come in the picture, before Walden were there, then what kind of lighting, like what kind of, if a client wants to have like fine dining, who do they seek for? Like
Okay, usually
I'm sure like 20 back in the year before 2017, right? There was some very cool ambience kind of restaurants, very cool ambience kind of clubs, you know. How did this kind of, customers seek for advice, seek for consult?
usually they go through interior consultant. So
Okay.
it's not interior designers. They
Yeah.
are just focusing on the drawings, design, they're providing consultation,
The concept.
the concept. So all this I would say very experienced and professional. They are more like architects really.
Okay.
But they focus on interior experience. So all this I would say international restaurant, those overseas branding even like LV, Chanel,
Yeah.
they have like a brand ambassador,
Mm-hmm.
brand identity, and then they will have their here the locals architects
Mm.
to follow their overall experience.
Mm.
So I think that's where before me come in,
Mm.
they are usually looking for this kind of professional.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
To fulfill the project.
to fulfill the experience that they want.
Mm.
Yeah.
Then, do you think right now with you coming in the picture, right? Do you think all these experiential, whatever you say just now, interior design, those that would design the vibes, concepts, do you feel that they got threatened because of your existence?
Actually, not. We are more like co-assist, I would believe, because
Alright.
our work right actually add more value to their overall projects.
See.
Because I think I always say this to architect or interior designers.
Yeah.
Uh, um. Uh. I will because to really test lighting right, it's a very risky and expensive move.
Yeah.
Because if you get it wrong, you have to redo, you have to rewiring, you have to redo the ceiling perhaps. So it's very expensive, I would say.
Yeah.
So most of the people, they will not try new things.
Yeah.
They will rather I keep back the formula that I did
Okay.
from the previous
Because
job.
they are not so expert in that field, right?
Exactly.
They're expert in overall.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So our work doesn't create, I would say, threaten to them. In fact, we actually can move together.
Yeah.
Yeah. So most of the time they get the overall style, the mood, the directions correct, color team, and then from their 3D drawings and impression, we help them to improve
Yeah.
on the overall experience
Yeah.
of what the client want.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how also want to ask you, right? Me, I know how my business run. As a coffee trainer, as a coffee school operator, and I would say this: 90% of my business revenue coming from it's either Instagram or Google Ads.
Mhm.
Basically, let's say Google Ads, they will drive traffic to my website. They will book me there. I advertise in Instagram, then people will inquire from Instagram, then will book me there. For your case, right? How do you business develop?
Okay.
Do you get your business from referral from the clients? Do you get your business from referral from the consultant, interior design?
Yeah, there are few channel actually. When I remember when I first started was very
Do
was
you do
really
cold
bad.
calling? Do you do cold calling?
I did when I first during the first year. I actually go and get a list from those. If you just purchase a house, usually you get a list.
Yeah, yeah.
So during the first year, I remember that was very, I would say, desperate
Mm.
because people don't know this concept.
When you started, how many staff, how many employees that you had?
Including me, there's only 3.
Okay.
So then we slowly add in more, and then there are few goals. But that time, during the first year, we are actually basically doing cold calling.
And do you have office that time?
Yes, we actually have a showroom. So showroom become our office.
Okay.
Then we started to develop like client like feedback.
All right, go home, man. I'm gonna restart the
Oh,
DSLR. So fast, 30
so
minutes
fast.
already.
Okay. So fast.
All right. Son of beach, Texas, man. Beach, man. Cannot curse enough. You want to hear the story why it's 29 minutes 59 seconds? The DSLR video recorder
Oh, sure. Yeah.
because of tax.
Oh, okay.
Anything if you hit 30 minutes, the tax on Canon, Nikon, Sony, all these camera manufacturers is different. The
Oh.
product tax on the product.
That's on the
It's
product.
considered as commercial video camcorder
Oh.
that supposedly do Hollywood movies,
Oh,
TV productions,
Oh,
okay. Movie production.
Oh.
So this right now, what I'm using, it's Canon M50. It is a home use. So when you hit like 30 minutes.
Okay.
It is a commercial video camcorder.
Oh, I didn't know
Yeah,
that.
I didn't know that as well, man. Until how comes the 30 minutes then stop one?
So tax according, I mean, differently according
Yes,
to company.
yes,
Wow.
yes. Not company, but the product itself is considered as a category of commercial video. Yeah, yeah.
Oh.
So that's why there's no function
Oh.
except for time yourself, 29
Wow.
minutes. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, you were saying that you were doing cold calling at the
Yeah.
beginning.
Yeah. I was doing cold calling.
Yeah.
The first year. And then it started to develop some, good feedback from client.
Mm-hmm.
And then we first started by word of mouth. Lah.
What is your first project?
I
Was it
remember,
like home or was it like office?
It's in condo
Okay.
time. Yeah. Condo, and then mostly condo first year.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you guys celebrate it? How you guys celebrated?
Um
Your first win.
First win. Actually, okay, honestly speaking, first year I remember the experience is ROI is actually within first year.
Okay.
ROI. But after the ROI, right, then I'll look at the numbers, then wow, first year is only, because first year was very, I would say, tiring.
Okay.
Because almost every day I work until like 9.
Mm-hmm.
Because first,
Meeting clients, all this.
yeah, meeting clients, because daytime meeting clients, and at night you need to, go through
Do
all these
paperwork and
drawings,
stuff.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, design, propose, and all that.
Mm.
So first year was very tiring, and then I look at the numbers. Wow, first year I'm so tiring, and it's only this
So little
amount.
bit.
Yeah, yeah.
You're
yeah.
talking this a little bit
Correct. Was I mean, not according to
to
my
your effort.
expectation.
Not okay. The effort they put in not according to your expectation.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay.
Then I started to realize it's not by hard work. You see, this is actually more like
Labor work, labor intensive work.
okay, yeah, something around that.
Mm.
And then slowly I found the system, I found the flow,
Mm.
then
Okay.
become easier.
Okay.
So I also learn along the way, lah.
Mm.
Yeah.
How long did you finally got broke even? That whatever you invested in this business finally right now is zero, from negative becomes zero.
Almost took a year actually. The
A
first
year.
year actually ROI already, but after the ROI, then
You start making money
you start
basically
making a
then.
little bit
Mm-hmm.
to just cover back
Mm-hmm.
the monthly expenses.
Okay.
Then things still go wrong along the way. Sometimes the system is not correct. Sometimes we drop some cases and all that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I
Things
think
that
as a business owner, it's always fucked up, man.
yeah
Always something is wrong, man.
yeah.
That is part of the deal that you sign up for as a business owner.
Exactly. When people actually warn you that, you don't believe. And sometimes like that, you have to just experience it yourself.
Yeah,
And
man.
won't lah, I'm just go along my way.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
But how come you did not choose to work for someone? Instead, when you like screw the interior design, man. How come you did not started to work for someone, more comfortable job, less risk?
because that time I don't have much choices. I either work for my family or I
You start your own
start my own
business.
Because if I'm gonna work with other people, my father gonna screw me. So yeah, well, why don't I just work for him, right? Yeah. Then I find this idea from China. Then I was thinking maybe I can have this new start.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Then your father bless you in terms of mental.
Yeah. I mean, he helped me a lot in terms of the first few years in cutting the expenses and all that. Helping me to
Did he teach you how to do business like ethically or this, like how to do
when
that, how
I
to do this,
have
how to
like
employ people?
no, actually, no.
Yeah.
My father business was a family business. Which the account clerk is my mother and all that. So it's more relative based Chinaman company lah. I would say.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very traditional
Yeah.
kind of company in
Yeah, because-
SME in Malaysia lah.
Exactly. A classic example lah, because all their stuff is relative. Yeah. So he didn't teach me anything. But when I have like doubts, I'm unsure of certain decision that I've made, sometimes I ask him.
So he's also the father. Your father also someone you look up to.
Yeah,
Whenever
yeah.
you're lost and confused, you're still
Yes.
gonna seek for advice.
Yeah, sometimes I'm not sure whether this decision, did I make it right? I
Uh-huh.
kind of like ask him.
Uh,
Even up to right now, I'm still asking for some decision I cannot make.
that's good, man.
Yeah.
You're blessed that you have father like that.
Yeah. I mean,
You compare. Wow, when we compare my father, right?
I mean, but sometimes he kind of like drop my idea as well, lah. I mean,
Mm.
it's normal, right? I mean, Asian parents
Yeah.
usually like that.
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
I found along my way as well, lah.
Yeah, that's really good, man. I'm also not to talk bad about my father. I have a very weird parents. Yeah,
Mhm.
very weird. That my father, first of all, my parents were divorced when I
Oh.
was 6.
Okay.
I can tell all this openly. No problem for me. I don't feel shit actually. I don't feel bad also
Right.
because when they separated, right? What are they doing? I don't even know. Am I supposed to be happy or supposed to be sad? I don't even know. So
Mhm.
I started to accept this kind of family situation very young.
Mhm.
And my father, parenthood to me is very special. Not
Okay.
just me. I have 2 elder brothers as well. We are very, very independent individuals, including me and my 2 other elder brothers as well. Very independent. How independent? Um, my first trip, because my parents from Ipoh, so basically my grandma, whenever there's school holiday, we always go back to Ipoh.
Okay.
Yeah. So when my father divorced, right after divorce, then he's very busy for looking to
work.
work his life up.
Okay.
Yeah. And I remember my first experience, right? He's so worry free. He is such a worry free person.
Okay.
He's always think that nothing could happen to his children. My first experience to go back to Ipoh alone. You want to guess what's my age that time? Alone by
Alone.
bus, full of strangers.
For what reason you want to go back?
Because school holiday.
Or school holiday?
Go back for grandma. Go back and stay with
It's
grandma for 1 month.
12.
No man, 10.
Okay. You go back alone. How you?
Fuck yeah. When I go back, right? I mean, this is how I learn independent.
How you buy the?
My father never even buy me ticket. Here's a
That's right.
here's a deal, man. My father never even fucking buy me a ticket. Walk me. Okay, let me correct. Rephrase. My father bought me ticket.
Okay.
How? By dropping me in front of Pudu. That time was Pudu bus stop,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah.
Pudu's bus station.
Yes.
That time, whatever you want to go, you go Pudu and take a bus, go
Correct.
back Ipoh, right?
Mm.
He will drop me at roadside. Here's 20 ringgit. Here's 15 ringgit, whatever excellent amount.
Okay.
Go and buy a ticket and go back to your grandma.
Oh.
Boom! Off you go.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
So I just went back. This looks like the bus I saw before.
Oh.
I just bought Ipoh. Okay. Buku berapa? 1. Now, pukul 11. I just wait at the bus stop until 1 o'clock.
And you were alone.
Alone.
Oh.
Alone, dude. That's my soldier training, man.
Wow.
Commando style soldier training.
Okay. Okay. Then how about your 2 other brother?
My elder brother, the time, my 2 other brothers started work very early. Yeah, so yeah, but I remember the time my second brother was 14, started work already. And my another brother, eldest one, he was probably like 17. He started work at 13 in
you
KL.
staying together with them or
Separated.
separated?
Yeah, I was staying with my father in KL.
Right.
Separated. So they were very early, they were really renting room by themselves,
Right.
working, you know. So that's my very weird how I upbringing.
Hmm.
And the another cool thing is when I dropped from Ipoh bus stop, nobody fetch me, man.
Okay, so wow,
I have to walk my way back, man. There is like probably like 40 minutes, another 40 minutes walk back to my grandma's house.
Because that time there's no GPS. How you can
That was
recognize?
1994, man.
Yeah, like how you recognize?
No,
the
I do recognize because I was clear enough to know how to even like
so
go
you
back.
know from
Yeah, of course,
okay.
man.
Wow,
I know
this-
because we go back very often. You see, you go back like every now and then. School holiday, back. School holiday, back. 1 week holiday, go back.
wow,
Go back Ipoh.
can you imagine?
Yeah, man. So that's why this is really cool to me. Now really mold me who I am. Like I can really be very independent. I never ask for any help, you know. So it really mold me who I am, man. And so this kind of things, right? It pissed so many of my relatives. My aunties always condemn my father being so irresponsible. When I walk back to my grandma, right? Fuck, man, my grandma. How come you're here?
Oh my god.
Grandma didn't know
Your
because
grandma didn't
there's no telephone.
Okay.
Okay, there wasn't any telephone that time. So my grandma was so surprised. How come? Oh, nobody tell me.
Oh my. Okay.
Of course, we just walk in and out as we like because my grandma always there for us.
Right.
Yeah, so we just grab a bag, walk 40 minutes back. Yeah, man, that's my upbringing. Very special.
Very yeah.
Very independent.
Very independent.
My father always told me, do not depend on anyone.
Yeah.
Be independent. Be someone who are dependable, but yet do not depend on someone. Yeah, that's my upbringing, man.
Wow. But would you ask for help actually when you need?
How the fuck do I ask for help? There's
mean,
no phone, no money.
No. I mean, because you have the experience of everything you can do it yourself, right?
Yeah.
But up to this stage, like
Yes. Delegation is very important. There are many things I would delegate to my employee. Yeah. Also my apprentice, also my proteges. There are a lot of things, but in terms of, I always believe in this. Help needed within ourselves, not from outer world, man. Not from, oh, please borrow me this money. Of course, I still borrow money from banks, car loans and mortgage loans and stuff like that. It's very normal. But I will not beg for, can you loan me 200 ringgit? Can you loan me 1,000 ringgit because I have no money to this and that.
so then when you
Mismanage or whatever. I never, man, dude, I never. I hate that, man.
yeah
I never ask for anything.
means you settle your own shit, right? As is.
Yeah, I get shit done, man.
Yeah.
Get shit done.
Yeah,
That's the key word.
But how you like? I have a father to ask for advice. Like how would you if you sometimes I think route to
Yeah.
entrepreneurship is very lonely. I would say, but sometimes you do
Fucking
not
lonely.
know whether do you make the correct decision or not.
Yeah, by making wrong decision.
Oh, by making wrong decision. Oh, okay.
By fuck things up. That, oh, this path is fucked up. Okay, let's U-turn. Move another path.
Actually, it's a good thing to know. Actually,
Yeah,
because
man.
You have to do it wrong. You have to realize you do it wrong.
Yeah,
Then-
have to always be self-aware.
Exactly.
Have to be always aware of what you're doing. Which path are you walking? Have to be aware. Also, we have to be try not to worry about whatever happen next. Like right now, we are so worried about the Puasa month, Ramadan. Ramadan month is the month that affect to a lot of industries. Yeah,
Okay.
especially my industry, where we cannot consume, where the Muslims cannot consume coffee. So they will pull back a lot of activities. Corporates, such as big corporates, MNC,
Started on March, right?
they will straight away they'll pull back whatever activities because they will want the activities be in multiracials,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So we are so worried. So I've tried not to worry because I've been this for like 7 years already.
The cycle is there, lah. I mean,
The cycle is there, man. Just need to be patient until Hari Raya. and then everything will back to normal.
Yeah.
Quick. Yeah,
Yeah.
man. So just be focused on the current path, not to worry about the future. Whatever we are walking currently will lead us to the future.
Yeah, I like that. I like focus.
Yeah,
The
man.
words focus, because sometimes when we kind of lost, right,
Yeah.
then we refocus back the things that we do.
Yeah.
I believe that so lah.
Yeah.
Sometimes got a lot of I would say temptation.
Temptation. Yeah. Oh, this business seems like works.
Yeah, something related to your business. They will think, hey, maybe I can connect these two together, something like that. So
Yeah.
all this is actually a distraction.
Yeah. So that's why most probably I'm in the line, right? I don't dare to gamble. My life, I believe I gamble so much of things. I try so many things, right? When I try to lose focus, whatever I call I'm doing, I try to touch other stuff, right? It's meant to fuck up.
Yeah.
It's meant to fuck things up.
I
So that's why. Do you play golf?
not no, I'm going to have the course coming Friday. Yeah.
Yeah. It's good. It's very good.
You attend the same course as them, is it?
No, I never. I still
Thinking.
very reluctantly, considerably to play golf
Right. Okay.
because Elliot been every single time. Elliot is our dear friend.
Yeah.
Every time, man, he just tried to poison me to join him for golf. Here's the thing. I don't dare to play a lot of hobbies. I don't dare. Hobbies take away my attention. When I take away my attention, for sure, the attention will be spent less on the business because I'm so obsessed. For example, right, this podcast, I'm so obsessed to make it, so obsessed to edit, so obsessed to get the sound quality correct, so obsessed to make all the lighting to make you feel better.
Wow.
So obsessed to make sure I have a good conversation, make sure my guests don't feel like interview.
So you're a very focused person.
Fucking focus, man. I post edit my first episode. Just a little bit trivia. First episode was posted in the midnight, probably like 1 o'clock.
Wow.
Not because I want to, but because I'm so rush. Whatever effort I've done, I want to see a result. So within a day, right? The moment I go back home, I put my bag down. Straight away, I take out the laptop. I didn't shower for 2 hours, 3 hours until I get it done. I click export the file, and I go, and then I go and shower.
Wow.
Until like I have to see that the moment I click the post, I have to see it because the file is not small, man. 4 gig per episode, 3 gigs per episode. Yeah.
I mean, that is passion, right? This is what we call passion, right?
I'm obsessed. So I'm so afraid that hobbies will take away because this podcast indirectly, right? It's very related to the business. Very related.
Indirectly. Okay.
I mean, I don't teach people how to do podcasts, obviously.
Right.
But
Maybe
it helps my branding. It spread the words for my branding. It spread the words, the story I want to tell. It spread the words I want to connect some people, which I'm interested.
The way of sharing, maybe.
The way to sharing.
Yeah.
I genuinely think that whatever I'm doing, it brings benefit to the listeners.
Add values.
Yeah, add values
to other
people. Yeah, I also want to be a better conversation person. I'm trying to become a very good listener.
Surely you are, I think.
Yeah, man, I'm trying to, but sometimes as a trainer we talk more than listen.
Correct.
Yeah,
Yes.
as a teacher we talk more than we listen.
Mm.
Yeah. So I'm trying to reverse the other way around, so I can listen to your story more.
Yeah. I think it's a different things when you put passion into it, right? You don't feel the, you just make it happen. That's
Yeah.
that's the
Yeah.
things
I think
about.
passion is a very short-term thing. Fucking
uh
short-term, man. I have so many short-term things before the coffee.
short term thing.
Yeah, short-term.
Oh, okay.
Short-term hobby. Passion, right? Passion.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. So, for example, like, so passionate about camera.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So passionate about drawing stuff, doodling stuff that time. In fact, I printed T-shirt before.
Wow.
That was like back in 2008, I think.
So it's like t-shirt
T-shirt, yeah,
design
T-shirt,
that
yeah,
time.
T-shirt design. Yeah, manual. Everything done by manual.
Everything done by manual.
Yeah, hand drawn.
Okay.
Hand drawn. Then someone will trace it, then print out. Yeah,
I have some intern people coming to my company, right? Sometimes
Yeah.
for training.
yeah.
So sometimes when I interview them, right? I ask him, what's your ultimate career goal? Most of them were saying, oh, maybe one day I can like own a business or something.
Yeah,
Then I asked them, why you want to own a business?
yeah,
So because they can be profitable. Then I say, it's not about owning a business to get rich.
yeah.
It's because you have a different idea, you want to make it happen. That's why you do your own business.
Yeah.
Because trust me, if you would like to own a business because you want to get more rich,
Yeah.
you'll give out. Because I remember the first year I founded my
Yeah.
company, right? It
Yeah.
was so tiring. I was
How many times you want to give up that time?
Well, every night. When I see my friends in the Instagram, they're all having,
Vacation,
dinner,
movies.
vacation, movies. I have to stay because, next day I have to deliver. But I cannot go and have fun because, I have promised to make. Then that actually reflects my branding to my personality. So I have to carry that on. So if you don't have that passion, I don't think you can last.
You know one thing very funny?
Mm-hmm.
If you chase for money, right, the money will just walk away.
Yeah.
You forever chase for money.
Yeah.
If you're chase for purpose, right, the money will chase for you.
Yeah. I do believe that.
Yeah. So there are many misunderstanding about how to get rich. The most of people who are filthy rich currently, for example, like Mark Zuckerberg, Bill Gates,
Mm-hmm.
they don't care about how much they are earning personal income. They don't give a shit, man. I believe that even like Jeff Bezos, when he started Amazon, right, he was not aiming how to become a billionaire.
No.
He was aiming at the market niche that nobody does, e-commerce.
He was very poor that time and
Yeah.
just trying to sell books through online.
Yeah, trying to sell books, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
At the time.
So
yeah.
because nobody does that,
Yeah.
he see the market. And Mark Zuckerberg, I believe he did not want to set up a Facebook just to be advertiser.
Yeah. You just want to connect everyone.
He just want to connect universities to universities.
Yes, correct. Yeah.
Yeah. That's the purpose. And I really admire these people. They never go for bling bling, man.
Mm-hmm.
I'm quite sure that t-shirt costs how much? You want to know how much they cost? The
How
t-shirt, always wear the gray t-shirt. Around 400 USD, man.
400 USD.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
It looks like Uniqlo, right?
It looks just very normal t-shirt to me.
400.
Wow.
4 to 500 US dollar.
Wow.
Some even 1,000 plus.
Why didn't know that? Like Steve Jobs, all that.
Yes. Steve Jobs has a very famous designer to design the apparel for him.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't know that.
Yeah, yeah. 400 to 500 just for a t-shirt. Of course, the t-shirt is much more higher quality, way more higher quality, in terms of materials. That's why I really respect these kind of people. I believe the paparazzi also snapped some photo. He did some grocery shopping, Zuckerberg, and then he ride home. He rode home with a Honda Jazz hybrid, just husband and wife. No bodyguard, no nothing.
I mean, these kind of person, I mean, the people, they don't really, look at the numbers anymore. They look at what can they do towards the world.
Yes, not because they are number enough,
Mm-hmm.
but because even when they started,
Mm.
they are not interested,
Mm.
but the money are interested in them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do believe this, see, because I think the profit is the byproduct
Yeah.
of what you
Yeah,
you
of
want to
course, we
achieve.
need to be profitable
Yes,
for
yes.
business.
Yes.
That's how we pay the rent. That's how we pay the employees.
Yeah, but not the ultimate objective of
Yes,
business.
definitely not the main priority. Not the
But
main
things
priority.
because even after, I mean, I think especially after during the MCO,
Mm,
the social media and all that, right? Being those guru
mm.
and
There's
those
so many,
social
right?
media promoting in a way that I can get rich in very fast
Yeah.
way. So that how the young people these days are have that kind of mindset. I
Yeah.
want to be rich.
Because those are the
very
people
fast.
most vulnerable,
Yeah,
the most weak,
yeah,
most easiest to believe whatever bullshit you're talking.
yeah. I still believe you need really hard work, but not like sweat kind of hard work, but you have to struggle that period of time.
Yeah. What's your take on the work-life balance?
Work life balance. I believe,
What's your
right?
take, man? Yeah.
Actually, during Sunday, I also work sometimes. I believe work and life is
You
equal.
have a baby right
Yeah,
now.
yeah, I
How
have.
old is your baby? Half a year?
No, 2 months, going into three
Going
months.
3 months, yeah.
Yeah,
So you're supposed to have more family time with your baby. Right?
exactly. So I start to, divide my weekends to them.
Yeah.
No, before that, I actually work
Mm.
on my Sunday, on my weekend sometimes
Yeah.
when things really hit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I what do you think about work-life balance for I mean for when your do you have siblings? Do you have
I have
brothers?
a sister.
Okay. What if someone, your relatives or friends, ask you, "Hey, don't you need work-life balance?"
Uh, the problem is I don't feel like I'm working, you see. Like because I'm enjoying doing the thing.
The
I'm
things you are
enjoying
doing.
yeah, I'm
Yeah,
enjoying
yeah,
doing the things that I
yeah,
love. But I know I respect other people
yeah, yeah,
about that because
yeah,
I don't text I try not to.
yeah.
But unless it's really emergency, then yeah,
Mm,
I will try to call them
yeah,
if it's really emergency.
yeah. So, yeah, that's the thing. The problem is the person who say work-life balance, right? In my opinion, they hate their job. Usually, they hate their job.
Yeah.
That's why they're so supportive of work-life balance. I still believe priority rather than work-life balance. I think family is number one priority. Your loved ones, they deserve absolute focus
Yeah.
whenever you attention or focus whenever they need it. Other than that, work is my life.
Yeah.
Work is my life, and my life is a work.
Exactly.
And I hate the word work because it is labeled
Yeah.
by so many negativities, right?
Yeah. Yeah. I
Right.
I got that. I mean,
Yeah, you
I
got that
I,
feeling
I
also,
do
right?
believe that. Yes.
You got that feeling as well,
Yeah.
right? So
Yeah.
that's why I a lot of people say I'm a workaholic, but I actually I don't feel like work just like you. We have a very similar thinking. I don't feel like work, man.
Yeah.
You know what? If I don't work, right, I get headache one.
Yeah.
My wife asked me, "Hey, today is CNY, I don't work lah. Today is whatever special day, just don't work, just watch TV. Then you know what happened?
Yeah.
I got headache. I got so bad mood, so headache, bad mood. I got so grumpy, and I feel so weak. whenever I feel I don't have purpose for the day. Yeah.
Then how you plan your day then? That you
Whenever I have to come every day to feel
Mm.
comfortable.
So this is the place where you distress as well.
Yes, also my home as well.
Mm.
Also my home, because I am constantly needed for content creation. Right, like right now, right? Podcast is a content creation, right? And my account, Barista Experience, is heavily loaded with content. When I have no content, something is not correct. Something is not correct. The relationship between me and the followers will drop, pull away. You know, they will start eyeballing other accounts. They will start this. They start doing that. Started to unfollow. So that's why I have to coming here to work to make myself comfortable.
To be like responsible,
Yeah,
uh,
feel so
content
insecure lah. I
creator.
really feel insecure when I'm not, when my employees are here working their ass off, but I'm enjoying myself out there.
Oh yeah, I feel the same as well.
Yeah, I feel really bad. So I have to be here for them to make sure whenever they have questions, right, I have to guide them. Whenever they feel very free, I have to teach them something.
Yeah, I don't like people actually call me boss, because for me
Shit, I hate that word, man.
yeah,
Fucking hate that
because
word.
for me that word is actually boss doing nothing, and then their staff are doing all the stuff. So for me, I like the words leader, because you lead for example. So
Yeah.
I do like that actually.
Also, I always warn my my employees, don't introduce me to someone else as I'm your boss. I feel so not comfortable. Because why? It brings absolute nothing. No benefit at all.
Yeah.
It only brings trouble. You're the boss, huh? Can I get more discount, boss?
Yeah. Usually it was like that.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's why I really hate that. By the way, how many employees do you have right now?
I have two companies. One is doing lighting consultant. Another one, I have another partner who does interior design.
I see.
So two teams together was around 13,
13.
13 people.
13.
Yeah.
What's your next big plan?
Oh, I have 5 years plan and a 10 years plan. So yeah.
I hate to tell you this. Right now it's another 30 minutes. Shit, damn.
So
Okay,
fast.
give me 1 minute, man.
Well, usually 1.5 hours. Or you're just gonna.
Depends on the conversation.
Oh.
Depends on conversation.
So I will ask how do you feel our conversation?
Feeling good, man. Do you feel any time running?
No, I don't.
Like past 30 minutes, right?
You keep checking on the watch. I was thinking
No,
it's gonna
because
be
because
30
it's
minutes
because
soon.
it's the vibration when it reach like 10 seconds, right? Vibrating already.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, counting from 9, 8, then vibrating already.
Oh,
Yeah.
right. I was thinking, so fast, 30 minutes already.
Yeah, man. Yeah, good conversation then will flow very fast.
Actually, I like deep talking. I like to.
I'm addicted, man. I'm
Addicted?
addicted. I'm addicted to create. I'm addicted to listen as well. That really brings me a lot of ideas. Yeah.
This is sometimes how I like to talk to people.
Yeah.
During one-to-one.
Yeah.
Because during only BNI can have a concept
I mean,
of one-to-one.
Yeah, BNI has a concept of one-to-one means one-on-one meetup for business presentation to talk about business and future collaborative activities, right?
Yeah.
And not as deep talking as this.
Yeah.
This is really one-on-one.
This is the different kind of experience.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Just now you were saying business development, man. What's your next big plan? I heard you want to move your showroom
Yeah,
because
I am.
your team is expanding.
Yes, correct.
Yeah.
I will I actually planning to move. I'm looking around actually.
Yeah. Have you
I'm
found any venue?
I found somewhere near Transalin
Okay.
under a bridge, quite good place. I haven't called
Mm.
the property agent
Yeah.
guy, but I'm still looking for a few options.
Yeah.
I'm in no rush because my planning was 2025
Yeah.
because I'm still, I need to, you know, also of course the funding I need
Mm.
to reserve from some funds. So
Mm.
my planning was 2025 would be
2025.
comfortable. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then that's it because that showroom at least I'm looking at least 10 years
Mm.
over there. I'm not gonna move anymore.
Okay.
So the location
What kind
is
of location
nice.
you're looking for, like bungalow or shop lots, preferably 3 stories, or what kind of warehouse,
I'm looking
industrial?
I'm looking for land actually
Okay.
within like
Klang Valley, obviously.
yes, Klang Valley, but the square feet was around maybe 6,000, 7,000 square feet
Mm.
where I can build a buildings
Okay.
up to it.
Mm.
So I'm looking at those commercial bungalow lots and then I
Mm.
convert into the showroom. I
Mm.
realized some agent told me, some commercial land you cannot convert into a restaurant or cafe. So I need
Yeah.
to make sure that the land
It's doable for
is
you,
doable.
to your concept.
So yeah, I'm looking to that because I think that would be very fun
Mm.
because I can collaborate with different
Yeah.
people
Yeah.
that share the same vision.
Yeah. Indirectly is your showroom.
Yes.
That F&B place is indirect your showroom also. It brings crowd to your
Yeah.
showroom,
Yeah.
and you also bring crowd to the F&B place.
Yes. Yes.
So
Yes.
it's a win-win situation, I would
It's a
say.
win-win situation. It's like a community, lah, I would
Mm.
say, a community where they can, spend some time during
Mm.
weekends. And our showroom, because our showroom is more like interior design spaces.
Mm.
So I'm not looking at, wow, once who come into the showroom, I must done the deal, lah. No, I
Mm.
actually want to share ideas.
Mm.
This is what we call a comfortable environment.
Yeah.
Because sometimes when you go, this idea I get from IKEA.
Mm.
Because I believe furniture shop, right? We used to have those very traditional furniture shop where
Yeah.
sofa at one place, dining
Yeah.
set at one place, right? IKEA give a very good example.
Yeah.
Having a one living room, bedroom, and all that, but no
Mm.
people actually explain to them
Mm.
why we design in such a way.
Mm.
So I actually want to create a showroom experience where there are guide, to guide you along
Yeah.
the showroom where this is the reason why we design this,
Mm.
why these color are matching together.
Mm.
You may not need us or our service, but at least you get all this insight or knowledge
Mm.
that probably next time if you renovate your house you remember some of the or I would say knowledge.
I see.
Yeah, so these are the value like you
Mm.
bringing to your audience the coffee knowledge and all
Yeah.
that. These are the value that I want to provide to my
Yes.
audience as well actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool, man. Because you always think about what the value would bring to your clients, or what value would bring to to your future tenants, I would say.
Because
Yeah.
most of the business these days, right, are more are mostly about take first.
Mm.
What I believe is you have to give in
Yeah.
order to I would say take.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I actually don't mind sharing more,
Mm.
but as long as I have
Mm.
that capacity to share,
Mm.
that's the
Yeah.
thing. Yeah, so I like to actually do sharing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think the future of a lighting consultant?
I think not just lighting consultant. I think
Yeah.
the entire interior design
Mhm.
services or the entire I would say home living
Yeah.
industry are moving towards like I would say easy to access. First of all, there are a lot of players around,
Mm.
and secondly, people kind of have a different taste.
Mm.
Yeah, so they are certainly know how to enjoy lifestyle these days.
Yeah.
So definitely will be people seeking for more comfortable and more specialized
Mm.
service.
Yeah.
So then where we actually come in.
Mm.
So because lighting, I believe I always tell this to my friend or maybe interior designers or
Mm.
customers because lighting is the cheapest way to transform your house
Yeah.
if you know how to.
Mm.
So that's where I see the market comes in.
Yeah.
So in around next year, we hope
Mm.
to move our showroom to a bigger place to offer more showroom spaces to our client. Then for the next 5 year, 10 years, I'm looking towards like building the back end. Yeah, from consultation
Yeah.
to start to look at manufacturing.
Okay. Manufacturing as in you getting OEM or you yourself going to manufacture?
Yeah, I'm looking at to doing R&D
Okay.
where I can really, what I want to do is just improve on the current products. So the idea is just very simple. For maybe to install this light, you need 3 steps. Can I do it in 2 steps?
Okay.
So I'm not rebuild the wheels.
You're not reinvent the wheels.
Yeah, I'm not reinvent the wheels.
Yeah.
I'm just improve
Okay.
the existing products.
Yeah.
That's what I'm looking at. And I think the future is gonna be like this.
I see.
Yeah, we have to really protect. I would say, not protect, but to really have our own products.
I see. What is, if you don't mind to share us, right? What is the weirdest client that you have encountered before? Weirdest. Yeah.
Damn.
Some weird requests, some weird behavior because of some feng shui, you don't mess with this one, maybe because of that. Or all the clients are very obedient to you.
No,
They all listen to
actually,
your advice.
okay, some of my consultant maybe they will encounter those that is very oh, now you ring a bell to me. There's one client that's very attention to detail where he actually order the lights from us where he has, because he likes me to make some hole for the ceiling, right? He actually special custom made different blade for different lighting hole size.
I see.
So it's a very, I would say, so far I've been in this industry for 7 years. This is the first time I encounter this client. So it's very attention to detail.
How attention to detail?
He don't allow a slightly
Change.
error of measurements. But
Okay.
sometimes measurement may runs a little bit. For lighting, it's still alright. It's not like cabinets where you cannot run a few inches. That would be a huge mistake. But for lighting, sometimes is we can handle that margin of error. But he are not actually allowed that.
Okay.
So sometimes there will be different expectations. So for my clients, I actually handle it very well because the reason why is because not because I'm special or what. I actually manage their expectation. I let them know what happened first.
Okay.
Then before that happened, they already know.
I see.
So it's
You
the
seek
way,
for consent first.
yes, I will let them know, exactly what will
I
happen.
see.
What will be the expectation? If you don't follow, this will be the things. If you follow, that will be the things. But it's all up to you because you will be the one that's staying in it.
I see.
You have to be comfortable.
I see.
So this is usually my expectation, my homework.
Okay.
So my client are usually still okay. Sometimes yes, we do to the side. We do some tuning, then it's all right.
Okay.
Yeah.
And also want to ask you, what is your biggest deal? That the deal that's so big, this is the one. This is the one we should celebrate after we, collect the money.
So far,
Is it one of our corporates or is it some big shot bungalow?
Because okay, our industry is very different from the rest of the, I would say, lighting shop, because most of them maybe they're doing wholesaling, they're doing the whole bunch of projects, the entire building, all that. Usually the project size 500,000, maybe 1 million is not something that is very surprised because that amount of lights. But our lighting is very unique. Our product is very unique. It's more like hotel great kind of lighting. So usually our amount wouldn't be so big.
Okay.
Recently there's one projects. It's an office that's doing oil and gas company.
Okay.
The entire building is actually done by us.
Okay.
Project size is about 200,000. Yeah, not very big, but so far it's the one single project that is that amount.
Okay.
200,000. Yeah.
If let's say someone, because I saw your website before, there's contact us, the normal stuff. inquiry, then you fill the form. Someone from overseas,
Mhm.
let's say from Thailand,
Mhm.
inquire you.
Right.
Would you go there and get the job?
We did it before actually,
Okay.
while online,
Mm-hmm.
to actually provide a proposal,
Mm-hmm.
and then we send in the spec for him to purchase locally.
Okay. Which country is it?
That was in Thailand as well actually. Thailand, there's one in Thailand, there's one in Singapore, there's
see.
one in
How did they get to know you?
surprisingly from Instagram,
Okay.
from Facebook.
Do you think Thailand and Singapore do not have lighting consultant?
They do not have. They have
Surprise.
interior designers,
Mm-hmm.
but they kind of like don't like the work that
Mm.
the interior designer
Okay.
have done.
So did you travel there and meet them, or did you just online Zoom or
We do that time was during MCO.
MCO?
So although I wanted to go,
Mm.
but there's no way I can go.
Mm.
So we just doing online consultation
I see.
where he gonna live shooting those site
Mm.
for me. So I receive all this video
Mm.
that time for
Okay.
this client. Yeah.
Is the language is a barrier for Thai
It's,
people
no,
to
it's
you?
an English speaking client.
Okay.
So yeah. So it's
What kind of project is that? Is commercial
it's
or
a
is it
landed.
house or
Yeah, it's a
landed
house.
house? Is a house
Yeah. Then
resident?
we have one coming. I mean, we have one project, but haven't done deal yet. It's actually at Bali.
I see.
It's a very interesting
Would you
project.
travel there and do you get the opportunity to travel there?
If it's done deal, then yes, I have to go there to
Mm.
check out the space, to measure and all that, and then to give them proposal. Yes.
That's so cool, man.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
so cool to go Bali and do business over there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a resort lah, so they have a high standard for lighting.
Mm.
So yeah.
That's cool. How did you get to know this client? Also from Instagram?
No, this client is actually from one of my
Referral?
architect,
I see.
yeah,
I see.
friend, and then they refer them to me.
I
And
see.
then because we also attend exhibitions
Mm-hmm.
every year in
Yeah.
KLCC, so
Yeah.
where we get contacts from.
The Home Expo, right? No,
There's
sorry.
one home deck.
Home deck, yeah, home deck.
There's
Sorry, home deck.
the home deck is actually targeting end user local market.
Mm.
There's one we call it architects.
Architects, yeah, that's where I came to you as well.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. So there's where we can meet, of course, local interior designer architect, but sometimes they do have overseas architects come in. So there we met Indonesia architect, Singapore, Thailand, and all that. South Asia mainly.
I see.
Very interesting.
So do you plan in near future, you plan to, let's say you move out, successful story, let's say it's successful, everything is, according to your expectation, do you plan to open outlet in Thailand,
Yeah, definitely.
in Singapore?
Yeah.
Which is the next nation you're planning to, that you
Uh,
see its potential?
I think okay, closest to us is definitely Singapore. I have
see.
a outlet in JB already.
Yeah, Skudai, right?
Yeah,
It is Skudai, yeah.
Skudai, yes.
How come you see the potential in Skudai, not in Penang or not in other states?
Okay, that was a opportunity. Okay, because to embrace our concept, right? You have to understand you have to not to understand, but you have to believe what we believe. So the partner in Skudai was my former consultant, where he worked for me before, and then he left during MCO to go back to hometown at the time. Then after a few years, he come back to me and then say, "Hey, why don't we can create a showroom in JB? I think it is a good idea."
Yeah.
So then he follow 100% our concept in JB.
Is that a showroom, right?
Yes,
That's not
showroom
yeah.
concept as well.
Yeah.
And then we just started this showroom last year,
I see.
and I can consider it's quite successful because we have some target last year, and it's overachieved.
KPI.
Yes, so way better than my first year.
All right.
Yeah, so
Because under your mentorship, right? Because
Exactly.
you already gone through the experience, whatever. Then
yeah, blissfully, yes, we gone through all this hiccup and mistake and all that. So we have, I would say, not a complete system can be
Yeah.
improved, but
yeah,
at least a smoother route
yeah.
to go through.
I see.
Yeah.
Do you plan for the next outlet in Malaysia? Do you have any planning for that?
I'm looking at Penang, but I'm still looking to to train my people up to
Potential partnership.
to have another partner over there, because they have to believe our system or believe our what we believe
Okay.
in order to go on the system. That's the thing.
Why do you think Singapore? Since we already have Skudai outlet showroom, but what makes you think that Singapore? Because Singapore right now is like, what's the currency right now?
Currency is
3.6,
yeah,
3.5 something.
it's not because of the currency actually.
Yeah, whatever you set up is fucking expensive, man, in
Yeah.
Singapore, right? And
Yeah.
the space so limited.
Yeah,
So what makes you think that Singapore?
because when you have a company or a outlet in Singapore, it stand for a standard.
Yeah, see.
It stand for a standard. It's not because of
Status. Status.
standard.
Yeah, also the status of the company, right?
Yes, yes.
It's not
yes.
easy to set up a company in
Exactly,
Singapore.
because for what I know, they have some certain standards for the products, certain tests you have to go through.
Yeah.
Cert, professional
Yeah.
licensing you need to go through when you're doing consultation. It's
You
not
have to be
easy.
very transparent also.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So when you have a company over there, so it actually means something.
It brings something else
Yes.
on the table.
Yes.
Yeah.
So our target there is no longer on residential anymore. For Singapore market, it's
Commercial
more for
mostly.
commercial.
Mm.
So it's a different I would say playground lah. It's a different model all around. Yeah.
What do you think about next 10 years after you move out? Then you're going to expand in Singapore, right?
Actually, I think my biggest dream is actually move to
Yeah. What's your ultimate that you think, okay, this is a milestone. I can start to look for some other business while this business ongoing.
wow, okay.
When this business like no longer need you,
wow.
you can pass the torch to someone else.
Hmm.
That you are just being an advisor of the company and brand. Then what's your
Wow,
ultimate goal to achieve this milestone?
I actually somehow thought about that before,
Yeah.
but I haven't have a clear, vision about that. My ultimate dream was to have ultimately like a McDonald's kind of system.
Franchise.
No, not franchise. Yeah, franchise maybe, but
Yeah.
the model will be, I build a showroom already, then I start to build the back end
Yeah.
factory. I build the entire ecosystem where I have the front stage where we have consulting what kind of
Yeah.
lighting is suitable.
Yeah.
And then back end there we are manufacturing, we are doing R&D to improve our range of products.
Yeah.
So and then delivery and all that. So it's like a branch of ecosystem.
It's a one stop basically.
Yes.
Yeah, one stop.
And then I'm looking to expand to other countries as well with our products concept as well. To mainly I think I will be focusing on Southeast Asia. Yeah, so that is the 10 years plan actually.
Cool.
So yeah, I'm just ready for that. I mean, I'm asking some of my some mentor who are doing the factory and all that, trying to understand what's the requirement, what is the the requirement standards to have a factory here, what are the government rules and regulations and all that. Not to say I'm gonna open up a factory next year, but
Yeah.
just to prepare, just to understand.
This right now you're planning for that
Yeah,
in near future.
yeah. Because I think we do need that lah. And some business owner they just hope to grow every year
Yeah.
without directions. I think it's important to have that, so you know where you're going, and at one point you already prepare for that next move.
Yeah.
Because it's, I would say, not easy from front go back to the back there.
Yeah.
This is a totally different system and model.
Yeah.
You have to learn all around again. Yeah.
That's so cool, man. That's so cool. I think you're a man with a tall dream and you're the man with a lot of vision.
I mean, I learn from others as well. Like you, I talk to other people. I like to not to say I like to attend courses, but I like to talk to people, especially those that's very successful.
Yeah.
They share some experience, some story about their industry that make me, that's inspired me. So that actually helped me to have that visionary.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but because it's not easy to have this kind of thinking, especially nowadays, we're just so fucking distracted, man.
Yeah.
With all this fake shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
Driving that Lamborghini, driving all this, where when money game used to be the thing, there's so
Yes.
many people approach me. They're driving E-Class, the C-Class. Well, right now there are so many of them like drive back some normal sedan car.
Mm. Yeah.
Their Ferrari and Lamborghini or C-Class or E-Class, they just sold it off already, man.
Yeah.
Because they're chasing different things. That's the problem. Yeah. So hard to have this kind of opportunity to really understand what is your what do you want to achieve in your life
Mm.
ethically.
I think I'm still in the root of
Growing.
searching,
Mm.
growing as
Mm.
well. Because along the way, when I first started, I was back in 2017. I was so naive. I think
Yeah.
that time, I can do this. I can do this by
Yeah.
by me myself.
Yeah.
But over the years, right, I believe it takes time, and then you have a target, good, but your target may change.
Yeah.
So you cannot be so these are things that I must do. No, like you can change along the way and suit to your current situations.
Yeah.
That's what I learned from other people as well.
Yeah. Change the course, but not the destination, right?
Yes. Change the course, not the
Be
destination.
flexible. The
Yeah, be
businessman should be a very flexible person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
5 years ago, I thought I'm gonna be like that. I must achieve within this period of time. No, I think we can take it slow,
Mm.
and not to say take it slow, but plan carefully, something like that. I have a target around 5 years, 10 years, but not necessarily must be achieved within that period of time.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
What do you think? What do you do when you have free time, man?
I like to. I'm not say I like to read books.
Beside listening to podcasts, right? What else do you do when you have free time?
I actually like to think
Mm.
if I have a free time.
Self-aware.
Self-aware, yeah. I like to doing critical thinking. Not to say thinking from nowhere, but suddenly there will be idea that hits you, from nowhere. I remember I have an experience. I actually told this experience with Janet before,
Yeah.
one of our BNI member as
Yeah.
well. That time was 2018. I was very lost that time. In business, because first year hits in. I felt so much effort that I put into my business.
Yeah.
And I only achieved so little.
Mm.
2018, I was so lost.
Mm.
At that time, also quite messy my life, because it's a very interesting story. 2017, I break up with my 4 years ex that time, so that I can fully focus on my work. Then after I give so much effort to my work, and then I realize these are the numbers that I get.
Yeah.
2018, and then I go for a solo trip. It's
To where?
To actually Lombok, Indonesia. It's a very interesting
Next to
trip.
Bali, right?
Yes, it's a very interesting trip, because the island are, I would say, less people, not so
Crowded
crowded
as Bali.
as Bali. So the beach is basically
Clean.
no people. There was only few people. So I remember that was 5 days, 4 nights.
Yeah.
And I just get, I'm not a read book kind of person. I don't really like.
I did not read as well. I did not, but I do right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I think it's important to read. So
Yeah.
I force myself to read, actually.
Yeah.
But I like reading. Yeah, I just don't have the determination to finish
What kind
it.
of book do you read the time in the Lombok?
That time I was reading a book called, I don't know what, Deliver Happiness.
Okay.
It's a book regarding to a entrepreneur in US selling high heels through online.
Okay.
It's a story, so it's a very interesting book. Deliver Happiness, I remember. So I finished that book within that 3 days.
Okay.
So my itinerary was just drive to I'm riding a motor to a clean beach, and then just read.
Okay.
And then that whole trip, I found my purpose again. of what I want to do. So I become so clear. I come back from Lombok and I feel so recharged.
Okay.
Yeah, I think everyone that felt lost should have, go for a solo trip,
Yeah.
because that time you
Away from distraction.
away from distraction, because and then most of the time you are actually talking to yourself. It's a very unique experience.
I'm not too sure whether this is true. I heard that someone like Bill Gates, right? Every once a year, right? He will go a solo trip into so-called retreat. They will not do anything. For probably 2 days. I'm not too sure about how many days. I forgot. Just to think about self-awareness.
Yeah.
He'll bring his notebook and pen and just to talk to himself what he wants to do next, what's his next plan.
Yeah, I did that too. I
Yeah.
bring notebooks, pens. Because when you're writing a motto, right, along the beach side
You
and
still
everything,
think, right?
still think, because you are talking to yourself. There's no one that you talk to, right?
Yeah.
I would say it's a very unique experience. I would like to have that
Yeah.
again,
Yeah.
because it makes you so determined
Yeah.
after the trip.
Mm.
Then you know exactly what you want to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, what kind of advice would you give, let's say, your friends and family, right, wants to start a business?
Uh,
What kind of advice would you provide to them? Would you like, hey, don't start business? You're gonna kill yourself.
okay. I would say, you're gonna have a idea.
Yeah.
Like you say just now, I buy that idea. Like, you don't try to take money from other people, because people will feel it when you're trying to make profitable for your
Yeah.
business. People will feel it. I mean, the way you're saying,
Yeah.
the way you
Desperate,
do.
right? Desperate.
Yeah, that's
Every
great.
single word, the choice of words
Yes.
felt desperate.
Reflect back to
Yeah.
your, the inner behavior and all that.
Yeah.
So when you want to start an idea, I mean business, I would say you're gonna have an idea that you believe in. Then you don't agree with the current situation, then you felt that your idea is actually the better idea that can give more value to people, then go ahead, start that business.
Yeah.
If you selling t-shirt because you see other people are making profitable from
Yeah.
that t-shirt business, I would rather advise you not go
Not to
into.
do.
Yeah.
Yeah. What kind of character do you think it takes to be a businessman? Do you think anyone can be a businessman?
No.
No, right?
First of all, you have to
I
be
still think this way, man.
Yeah.
No, some
No.
some belongs to the employee, some that belongs to the employers. Man.
Yes.
Yeah.
First of all, you're gonna be a risk taker,
Mm.
because sometimes you if you're working for other people, salary are very
Good.
fixed.
Yeah.
Okay, very good or not.
Let's say salary is very good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's fixed. Every month, this kind of fund will come into your account every month.
Yeah.
So you don't need to worry about that. But
Yeah.
sometimes, like you and me, we know the periods throughout the years. Sometimes, like during Chinese Ghost Month is our lowest period. Yeah. So we know the numbers. What these are period. You are hardly able to cover the monthly expenses sometimes. Then some of the period are
Super high.
super high.
Super busy.
Yeah, you gonna have that to take risks. When you don't know the industry period, then you might have fear
Yeah.
not to follow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I always advise to a lot of people that business to handle a business is really not for everyone, man. Also, there are so many times I wanted to give up as well.
What's the biggest challenges for this academy?
They are basically it's just a false chat box in my mind. If I'm doing whatever I should do, I will be blessed with opportunities. Someone will just keep on showing up and help me and assist me. If I right now from this timeline I'm talking to you, right, I on hindsight looking back through my track records, right, there's always someone.
Oh.
Whenever I'm I think that, oh shit, this time is like the sales so low, man. Or I got the project. Fuck, man. Who's gonna help me this time? There's always someone that comes up.
Always a way.
Always a way. Always think that sometimes like when I was negative thinking, like, fuck, man, luckily I got this project. What about next month? I don't have this project. Then next month there's another project suddenly.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's all about, it's not about inner world, I would say. Yeah.
I mean, me myself, I cannot worry too much on next month's sales as well. I just focus on wherever I need to be done.
Yeah. What is your biggest challenge, by the way, as well?
Biggest challenge I think right now is like my this year plan was to get the internal system correct. Yeah, more smooth, so everything runs perfectly. So prepare for the. I mean, I always think that way, lah. Suddenly there's one empty land that give it to me also.
Yeah.
I cannot have that showroom because I don't have the label, I don't have the expertise,
Yeah.
I don't have enough manpower. So even there's a free gift of land, right? I'm not prepared.
Yeah.
So I have to prepare myself first.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think the challenges few years back, the challenges always on the employee side.
Always someone left.
No, but the training system is not being completed and all that. So that's why I'm saying this year I'm looking to spend 60% of my time to train internal people.
Okay.
To look back to internal, not more on sales. Because I think you have your team correct, they will automatically
Have sales, generate sales for you.
Yeah. And maybe it's not, but in long term it's gonna be beneficial.
Cool, man.
Yeah.
So cool.
Yeah, I think.
Well, shall we wrap things up?
Yep.
This is the third time, man. The camera is off already.
Oh.
Damn.
Oh my god.
Let's wrap things up. I'll turn them back on the DSLR and then we wrap things up.
How to wrap things up? You just wow. Oh, 10 p.m. already.
Yeah, man. We started 1.5 hours ago. No problem for me. No issue. Don't worry about that. Anything you want to share?
Actually, I think yeah, that's it from me actually, because it's quite a wonderful conversation with you.
Look, man.
Yeah.
So glad. I'm so grateful that you come to for this new podcast. You'll be always remember, man. In future, if you have any plan, if you have any things you want to share, come for this podcast, man.
Thanks.
And we have a very deep talking again.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming. Let's wrap up, man.
Thanks for
man.
having me. Thank you.
Thank you. Take care, everyone.
Thank you.